Don't have to worry, 'cause I'm here. Don't need to stop, baby, 'cause I'm here. Just hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Look at it. Reach out to me. For satisfaction, yeah. Look at here, baby. All she got to do. Call my name again. Fuck the free action. Yeah, 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 now don't you ever be sad. Lean on me when the times are bad. When the day comes and you're down, baby, the river troubles and I'll pass the drown. Oh, Lord, I'm coming. Oh, Lord, I'm coming. Don't you worry, I'm coming. Here we come. Oh, Lord, I'm coming. Hey, don't you worry, I'm coming. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. It is January the 15th, 2025, and it is Dr. King's birthday. I'm old enough to remember back in the early 80s, before Dr. King Day became a holiday. This is one of the only days that we could miss school. My parents would take off of work, we would miss school, and we would march up and down the streets demanding Dr. King receive his federal holiday. And depending on the state that you live in, this Monday coming up, you will be celebrating on a state holiday for Jefferson Davis. How some things remain the same. But anyway, we're going to get into it today. Alcorn, I got you up on my history, but before I get to the history, is Jackson State men and women team and Southern's men and women team are the teams to beat in the Swac. Right now, both Jackson State and Southern men are both undefeated in conference play. So is Jackson State women, and I think Southern has lost one game in conference play. They play next month in Baton Rouge, and I think that's going to be the game of the year in the Swac for the regular season. We got a little bit coming up for you. And if you're in Mississippi and you're a Jackson State fan and you live in Jackson, I need to know, will the Mississippi State legislature give up that $40 million to build a Jackson State new football stadium? And where will you build this stadium? On campus, a little bit down the road? Are you going to expand if you do get that $40 million? That's something that I really want to know. Also, I got a story about DEI at Texas A&M, where the president of Texas A&M was threatened over his job because a speaker wanted to have some type of meeting with black and brown students. It was for black and brown students, but it didn't say only black and brown students. But this man might lose his job if they have this. We gonna go. I got the little interview. I don't know how we sending our kids to them schools. But anyway, what's going on? Sonic Boom Class of 98, Brother Bakari. I already spoke to Miss Hattie and everybody else. Can you please hit the like button? And we're gonna look into this history. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, this is a good one here. Man, salute to Alcorn. I remember this team. And we're going to watch this little highlight here, and we're going to get into it. This is about... The hell just happened? Yeah, this is about the Alcorn State, the Wiz, in his legendary 79 70. It was really 79 through, 78 through 80. But they get the dates messed up. But let's check this out.
Never wanted to be a basketball coach. Coach Whitney was a trailblazer. I mean, he was doing things that was ahead of the game. I mean, Alcorn State, they were out in the middle of nowhere, but everybody knew that they could play some basketball. And we felt like they deserved the attention. We didn't expect them to come in and beat us, but they did.
One of the most important things that I'm proud about that my class, we all got our degrees.
It was just a body of love here at Alcorn State University, and you can't imagine it the way it was unless you actually was here.
First, I had no idea. I had no idea. I knew that we had a lot of competition. The scrimmages we had at that time were basketball.
Fierce battles and competition.
Practice to me was live, and when the game come, it was a joke.
We would come in the gym and practice, and it'll be just like we were playing against another team. That's how competitive we were.
We would have nasty practice sessions.
Well, practice was a war during that time. I was a general, and I expected to be war because we had stockpiled during that time. I remember I had one team. I could have started any 11. I could have started any one of them could have been starters.
So the practices was great. It was rough, and
it was war. I mean, it was really war. Yeah. I mean, I had a hard, and I refereed a lot of the. I had a hard time, because it would be some fights. It would be.
We knew Alcorn would win. We knew they would win because of what we've seen in the past when they played Southern every year. We expected it. We knew it was going to be a tough game. We did not take them light at all. We came together, right after the game was played, and they were announced that they would play LSU. We were number 1 seed, and my roommate was Greg Cook, Cookie Man, and Cookie said, "Man, you know what? These guys can ball." And he said, "We got to bring our A game, man." Alcorn started that, man. I don't know why they won't give them credit for it. It started like we were warming up, right? We hear this who that. We're looking around like Cookie Man said, "Damn, it's got a tight up, man. We like that." We like that. And then later on down the tournament, our fans were singing it. Right. Okay? So like from Alcorn to LSU, that's where it started. Basically now the Saints have it, everybody else has it. Right. But Alcorn State University, I'm gonna say on camera, started the who that. They are the inventors of who that, Alcorn State.
So now
we have young men that are out there doing something. They're not in jail. They're productive citizens.
We didn't rely on what we did in the past. We were looking to the future, what we can. That we've had that swagger about us. That my thoughts was finally the time has come. Finally, people are going to get a chance to see what we're doing. I was just
we all did everything together. We went to the cast together. We went down to the gym together. It wasn't 8 go, 3, we don't know what it is. Everybody was there.
I wanted a championship. And from the moment I learned to play basketball, I feared no.
The down-home philosophy has paid handsome dividends for Alcorn State. At 27-1, the Braves take the best record into the playoffs, and their 26-game win streak is the longest in the nation. There are no real stars on the team, with the exception of Larry Smith, number 13, who's the number 1 rebounder in the country with 15 boards and 20 points a game. So the real strength of the Braves is their team play. 6 players average in double figures. Only 1 player has played in less than half of the Braves' 28 games. Alcorn has dominated the NCAA's team stats all year long. Total offense, number 1 at 91 points a game. Rebounding margin, number 1, 17 boards a game more than opponents. Margin of victory, number 1 with an average cushion of 18 points a game. But despite such numbers, plus wins over ECAC and SEC teams, the wire service polls never ranked Alcorn State. Instead, the pollsters banished the Braves to the dark, not-to-be-taken-seriously world of black basketball, the cornbread and collared circuit.
I had the idea and the feeling that if you keep winning, everything else will come to you. There's a lot of people that wanted to call it a lot of other things, but it never was in our mind or the university's mind was anything else that, we just had to pay our dues.
Also forgotten by the pollsters was Alcorn's 28-1 finish last year, losing only to eventual champion Indiana by 4 at Bloomington in the NIT's second round. Coach Whitney says his team won't have to win in the NC2As to prove it is capable of playing the best. University President Walter Washington says victory was won by his 2,200 students long before the bids went out.
Alcorn State University basketball team ain't beneath nobody. We didn't go into a game thinking we were going to win. We went to the game knowing we was going to win.
And there you have it.
Oh, really?
The Alcorn State Braves. That 78-79 team, man. If you look up great historical black college basketball and basketball teams, if these teams was not in your top 5, you might want to do some history. You might want to do some research. And then you can go even further and you go into Alcorn. And if you don't want to believe what the man said on the video, you can check it out in the thing. And you're right, Brother Bakari, Larry, Mr. Mean Smith. See, hey, some of us know our history, man. But I love to bring it to you. You know I'm gonna bring it to you. And this whole thing here, this right here, that's what I'm talking about. 78-80 men's basketball season. Now check this out. 78-79, they was 27-1, 12-0 in the SWAC, defeated Mississippi State in the NIT. 1979-80, 28-2, 14-0 in the SWAC. Earn an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. The first year they didn't earn an at-large bid in 78. 79, they wasn't an automatic bid either. They had to earn those bids back then. See, if you played at HBCU, nothing was given to you, and we know that. And it says in SWAC history, no team has gone undefeated in conference play since Alcorn. And that might be changing. And then that 79 team, and look what it says. Over the 2 years, the program went 53-3 overall, including 49-1 in the regular season and 26-0 in conference. They won 4 championships and picked up wins in both the NIT and the NCAA tournament. So you got to look at these, and I'm glad Brother Bakari brought his name up. And this man, he spent 13 seasons in the NBA. And see, if you don't tell people or show people, folks won't believe you. But it's in black and white. Like I said, I represent all 12 SWAC schools, man. And this is and like Brother Bakari said, Larry Smith, mean lean. Look at him. He's from Mississippi, native Mississippi. He spent from 1980 to 93 in the NBA playing for Golden State and Houston, and San Antonio. He made all rookie. And this is the thing. He wasn't a first round draft pick, but he led the nation in rebounding. 20 and 15 wasn't a first round. He was a second round draft pick, but he did make the all rookie team his first year. And he had an average career of 9 rebounds. But like they said, he had a fan club. And people were wearing hats, holding up signs saying Larry Local 13. At this end of career, Smith earned praises from the Houston Rockets, coaching staff, fan base, and just everybody. He worked as an assistant. He was assistant coach, and he won 2 NBA titles as assistant coach for the 93 and what was it? Yeah, 93 and 94. Or 90, yeah, for the Rockets. But man, this is something to see, man. You can look these people name up, man, and not only did he not only was he a good player, became an assistant coach, and he went back to coach at Alcorn. So, and all rookie team, rebounding leader, 2-time SWAC player of the year, 2-time champion as assistant coach, 94-95. So we actually have talents, man, that folks don't understand. And you got to put this stuff out there. That's that. I found that. I thought that was just such a great thing to see, man. And that was something else, man. Yeah, the basketball coach, yeah, Coach Whitney, just phenomenal, man. When you start reading about these SWAC teams, some people wasn't born back then, but if you start reading about some of these SWAC teams, that's why I always tell you, the 60s, 70s, and the 80s, that was the glory days of the SWAC. And okay, Bakari, you got something to say, bro?
Man, I just want to tell you, man, I damn sure appreciate you doing this, man. Dave Whitney is the GOAT. I don't care what nobody. I know they say that some people say the guy from the Winston-Salem Big House Gang.
Big House Gangs, yeah.
Mine always gonna be Dave Whitney, man. Well, I sure appreciate this, Larry, Mr. Mean Smith. I know his whole family, man.
Ain't that something, man?
Play baseball against his whole family. Yeah, you know, we ain't from this. He from Hollandale. He from a town called
Hollandale, Mississippi. Yeah, that's what it said.
I'm from Glen Allen. We basically the same thing. All of us know each other. Basically grow up to, you understand what I'm saying? Play Little League against one another. Yeah. Date the women over there. Matter of fact,
Rolling Fork area, that's close to you too?
Yeah, I'm a little closer to Rolling Fork than Hollandale. My oldest son is from Hollandale, though.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you, when I put in that chat, say Coach Mo should study Dave Whitney if he already don't. Then I thought about, when you showed Larry Smith, I thought about Coach Mo is doing some of what David Whitney did. Go look at them players he getting from them small towns in Mississippi that can play. Those players like from Hollandale, Rolling Fork. Do you remember Slick Watts back in the day played with the Supersonics?
Yes. He from up there too?
He from Rolling Fork.
Oh, man.
His son, Tony Watts, went to Mississippi State. I said that to prove that point. Came around the early 90s, the people from Hollandale, Rolling Fork, Greenville, they had started switching up. We were good. The schools used to be good back in the day because they could come down and all the good players. Man, I'm telling you, wasn't nobody excited about no Mississippi State, Ole Miss, LSU. Man, we were excited to say we got an offer from Alcorn, Jackson State Valley, any school in the SWAC. That's what was exciting, man. We weren't concerned about them SEC schools, man.
And you just seen the crowds that they have. That's why I'm glad I found that video. It was wall to wall packed in that gym. You seen other players telling you how good Alcorn was, and in that article, Dean Smith was saying, they went on to win the NIT that year. They only beat Alcorn by 4 points. He said that was the toughest game that they had the whole entire tournament.
He said that was the best team they played in the tournament. Yeah. I'm going to tell you something else. Mississippi State refused to play them again.
Yeah,
after they lost to them in the NIT. Because I'm going to tell you now, because I go back to the archives too. I went back, I was looking for when Alcorn played Georgetown in the NCAA tournament. But I didn't find that one. I found Xavier, the one in Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Like, if Xavier play a SWAC school now, people going to say Xavier going to win by 15, 20 points. But Alcorn dominated them. Like, this was 1982. Dominated them. The next year, we gave Georgetown, but that was Georgetown with Patrick Ewing, my brother friend, big country to this day. I tell you, he dunked on Patrick Ewing's head, but they ended up beating Alcorn by like 10 or 12.
You dropped, Brother Bakari. I think you're having a little technical difficulty. You dropped out, brother. Come on back, man. That's a good conversation. He might, but hey, Brother Bakari, we can't hear you. But what he's talking about, these teams from the 70s and 80s, if you go look at them, it don't take that. It's not that hard to find these teams. If you go find these teams, you will see some talent. that you never thought the SWAC had. Because, you know, now our football is overshadowing everything. But I remember going to them gyms on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Central Time and watching these games. And I said, man, I thought SWAC basketball was better than the football back when I was younger. You know, now it's totally different, man. And speaking of that's right, Sonic Boom. It is time to get back to supporting basketball. That's what I'm trying, man. And I'm trying to get ESPN Plus to start streaming more basketball games, because this year Jackson State men, Southern men, and Bethune-Cookman men are all 1, 2, and 3 with Jackson State and Southern. They're gonna battle it out for the SWAC regular season title and the championship in the tournament. That's just my opinion. So yeah, the SWAC digital network is showing some games. They got to work on their audio. Perry View and Valley, I know they're showing a lot of their games. The Jaguar TV in Southern, they're showing their game. I got my subscription up to date. So when Southern and Jackson State play next month, I will be live streaming that game. But I do want to give props to Gramblin's head coach. This is Coach Dante Jackson. That's his 124th win. That's the most Division I wins in Grambling history. So salute to him. Grambling is struggling a little bit in conference play this year. I thought they would be a lot better, but hey, I will celebrate you. You got 124 wins, man. Hey, man, some coaches be coaching 10 years and don't get 100 wins. But you know, that it is what it is, man. So salute to him. And get this thing back on right. And one more. There's another one I got. No, that ain't it. Oh, this weekend coming up. Oh, I didn't send it to myself. Oh, not this weekend. I do got a little highlights for Jackson State. Hey, if I find your highlights, I'm gonna share and give you your props to it. This is from Tiger Talk.
Entering the night 2-0 in SWAC play after wins over Alcorn State and Alabama State, plus a guy like this. Callaway graduates on this team, Deshaun Ruffin and also Kevion Hunt, powering the Tigers team to the 2-0 start. Nice dance moves too. That was Shannon Grant, the big man, starting things off. That's how you know it's game day. Then some great ball movement out to Ruffin, and the former Charger hits the three. So it's a tight game early. The junior, former high school teammates with junior Kevion Hunt, and he hits a jumper with motion. The game stays close, back and forth. Then we have to mention Romel Mansell, the grad student, huge for JSU last year, and with a big bucket here with the foul. Jackson State down 24-22 at halftime. So we're going the other way. Dorian McMillan, the freshman from Pascagoula, who's leading the team in scoring this season, left with an ankle injury, but returned later. He also had that big shot. Then Tamarian Hoover, the freshman out of Yazoo City, with a long ball. JSU still up or down by 1, 2, or 3. Needs some big plays, and that's a nice one. Hunt to Jamie Mitchell Jr. The Forest Hill grad says this is a JPS showcase. One of 5 players with double-digit scoring. But Alabama and A&M kept the pressure on. Grant says denied. Final seconds before the end of regulation. JSU needs anything, and Hunt gets the bucket. JSU only had a 35% shooting percentage up to that point. That's 3 or 4 of every 10 baskets that they made, but they made the ones that count. So we go to overtime tied at 67, where Hunt jumped another one in. The fans start to leave because they think JSU's behind and losing, but after he led with 18 points and Ruffin adds on, we go to double overtime, and then JSU goes on a 15-3 run in triple overtime to win 103-93, and now they're 3-0 in SWAC play. The Tigers entering the night 2-0 in SWAC.
There you go. Hey, see, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about streaming for the basketball. That game went into triple overtime probably one of the most games to come back and fight and win for Jackson State. But how many people really got to see it, man? Is Swac just rebroadcasting like ESP? Now the Swac Digital Network is showing live games every Saturday. ESPN Plus is not showing anything. And so, all right, I see, Brother Bakari, let me add you back, man. Hey, I think you dropped, brother. But I was just going over.
Yeah,
It's all
I
good,
did.
man.
I had a phone. My lady that called me. I just want to finish my thought. I'm gonna finish my thought of what I was saying about he is doing something that Dave Whitney did. When you look on that court and you see this young brother out there, a freshman from Yazoo City, Mississippi, went to I think he went to Yazoo County, a little 2A, might be 3A, but I think of a little 3A school. That's how we used to build a talent back in the day. So then you go from there, you know, Jackson State had their time. You remember Purvis Short. Purvis Short got an NBA career like 17, 18 points per game. Then you got Southern with Avery Johnson. So we've had
Lindsey
talent.
Hunter.
Yeah, Lindsey Hunter. You know, we've had talent. And if you look now, we got players playing overseas. You know what I'm saying? Which, you want to make the NBA, but playing overseas ain't nothing to sneeze at. You feel me?
No, you getting paid.
Yeah, you getting paid to do what you like. So, like Sonic Boom, C98 say, it's time, and I agree with him in the chat. It's time for us to start supporting basketball as well. Cause I'm gonna be honest, man. This coach, Margaret Richards, she's put a good product on the court, and Coach Mo Williams, and I'm gonna be honest. I hear people the other day was talking about the frustrations with the team, not Coach Mo. I was frustrated. Me and you had this conversation of why I was frustrated with the out of conference schedule.
Yes.
But now they're playing in conference. For my part, I see kind of like what he was doing, even though I wish he had went ahead and won like 4 or 5 games, but but I see what he's doing. And the team is 3-0. And the team is 3-0 in the SWAC. And we have to start supporting. And man, I'm gonna tell you something. We need an HBCU coalition, bro. Whatever teams want to be a part, whatever schools want to be a part, we need an HBCU coalition to hold one another up. You understand what I'm saying? That's
so
what
you
we
thinking
need.
So you're thinking combining MEAC and SWAC with the whole entire MEAC and the whole entire SWAC together?
Well, I'm meaning like this. We don't have to be in the same conference, right? But what I'm meaning is HBCUs working together.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. You definitely.
Because everybody is working against us.
Yes. Definitely.
So we supposed to be working together. You know, and if the SWAC and MEAC combine, they do. You know, I wouldn't be if they combine, they combine, but I like having the separate conferences, 2 D1 HBCU conferences. We can talk noise to one another. You know what I'm saying? All in fun. You know what I'm saying? All in jest. We can talk noise. Which HBCU conference is the best? And you know me, I'm but we should play them. That's me. We should go whoop them schools. That's me. But I do understand the reason having 2 different conferences. But on that note, man, I just wanted to come back in and finish my thought. And I'm glad to see you know, like Coach Mo say, we got some good teams in this conference. So the ones who don't make, the one that don't make the NCAA tournament, the one that don't make the NIT, hopefully we'll see them down there in that 16-team HBCU tournament, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, down there in Charlotte.
Yeah, down there in Charlotte, you know, and me and you, we stay in touch. I'm gonna go down there, see if I can catch me some of that. You feel me?
Oh yeah,
I ain't far from it.
Yeah, okay then. That's what's up, man.
But I'm finna listen to you offline, man. Keep listening, man. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you coming up, brother. Yeah, man. If anybody got something to say, man, you want to come up, man, I can drop the link, and I'm not afraid to talk to you. Come up there and express Express what you got to say, man. Like I say, I represent all 12 SWAC schools, and I'm here for everybody. Now let's get into the men's schedule, or what we got coming up this weekend, and how you can watch some of these games. All right, this Saturday we got coming up Jackson State and Prairie View. They don't have a time for the game yet, but if you look over, you go to swac.org. That's swac.org, and you can click on the men's basketball, where it says the sports, and it has all the sports on here that the SWAC has. And you click on that thing, and you go to whatever sport you want to. This is men's basketball right now, and this is Saturday, and it will tell you whatever the links that they have. Go all the way to your right, and you'll see the links. It has a video. Like Prairie View has. Now I don't know if they're gonna do this game live stream, but they are pretty good. So Prairie View might be live streaming this game. So you click on video, and it'll show you. And then like Alabama State and Alabama A&M is playing 4:00 Central Time. And they play it. Actually, it says this game is in Mobile. Now I have probably some kind of classic or something, but that game will be on the SWAC Digital Network. And Sonic Boom was asking about whose cameras are they using. I don't know if those are SWAC cameras. The camera angle is not that bad. It's the sound. It was like some loud humming sound. Like I don't know what was going on with the sound, but the cameras is not that bad. But they'll be playing on SWAC Digital Network. Valley will travel to Daytona and take on Bethune-Cookman, and it's gonna be it's on the radio and the Cat Eye Network. That's Bethune-Cookman's. So that's another thing you might have to do, like I did, start subscribing to these actual schools' sports networks. Grambling and Southern, that's alumni night down there in Baton Rouge. It's going to be on the Jaguar Sports Network. And Alcorn and Texas Southern, 5 p.m. Central Time. That's going to be a good game, I believe. Johnny Jones versus Alcorn. That's going to be on the SWAC Digital Network, and then we'll end up with that's 5:00 anyway, with Pine Bluff at FAMU. FAMU, oof, they got the brakes beat off them last time they played Southern. And then Monday, Jackson State will take on Texas Southern. That's going to must be CTV. Bethune-Cookman will host Pine Bluff. Valley will go to FAM. Alcorn and Prairie View. When you see video, that means that the game is being either recorded or live streamed. You just got to work with it. So we go to the standings for the men. This is men. We're gonna do women next. Do the Southern and Jackson State are both, but Jackson State Southern is 4-0. Jackson State is 3-0. Then Prairie View is 3-1, and Bethune is 2-1. Texas Southern is 2-1. Alcorn is 2-1. Alabama A&M is 2-2. Alabama State is 2-2. Then we got Grambling has only one conference victory. So this game Saturday between Grambling and Southern, that's gonna show a lot about. I'm telling you, Grambling, it's time for you to make a move. You do not want to fall to 1-4 in conference play. FAMU has not won a game. Pine Bluff has not won a game, and Valley has not won a game. So right now in the men's game, you can start to see Jackson State and Southern start to separate themselves right now. But Prairie View and Bethune and Texas, I'm telling you, do not ever count out Johnny Jones. All right, for the women's, this is the women's basketball that we're going to. Same thing. The women play tomorrow. And I got to tell people, women basketball is just as good. They play Thursday and Saturday. And tomorrow, Jackson State travels down to Houston to take on Texas Southern. Like I said, the same thing when it says video. So if you check on Texas Southern, let me click on that to show you. If you click on video, let me show you what I'm looking at. When I click on the video, and then we'll go back to this. But when you click on video, this is what pops up. It's Texas Southern Athletics, their YouTube page. And of course, I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to all of them. You subscribe to them. Then they have where you have live games. And as you can see, it's a lot of stuff that they show on basketball, soccer. They do it all, man. So salute to Texas Southern. And you click the live button, and sometimes it has what's coming up. It's the latest, and it'll show you the men's basketball game versus Southern. So you can watch those games that way. I hope everybody's following me. If not, you can go back and watch the video. But, you know, like I say, I subscribe to them. And some of them you can leave comments in. Some of them you can't. But it's a lot of that good stuff out there when you see video on there. So I hope folks are really checking this stuff out. And go back to the schedule for the women basketball. Because like I said, they play on Thursdays and Saturdays. And Alcorn and Prairie View. And then Saturday, they got the whole list of games. Like I said, most of these are double headers. Jackson State going to Prairie View, Alabama State going. They're playing in Montgomery. They will be playing on the Swac Digital Network. Now, the Swac Digital Network are doing a lot of double headers this year, just like Byron Allen does. But like I said, HBCU Go, they're real good. They're probably the best when it's come to streaming. But they by themselves, and they have to cater to that MEAC and CIAA stuff. And I got it. Hey, that's where y'all at. That's where y'all at. So the SWAC, you got to do better, in my opinion. And I got it. Money is an issue. I got that. But we can get some of these games on the Thursday also, or Tuesday also, or Monday. And you can check out all those games. So, and the standings for the women conference. That's what I said in my description. Whoever thought Jackson State women were going to be that good? They lost everything, the kitchen sink and everything. And right now, they're 3-0 in conference, and Texas Southern is 3-0 in the conference. So they about to bump a little heads, and that's going to be a good game to watch too. Alabama A&M is 3-1. Southern is 3-1. Grambling is 2-2. Alabama State 2-2. FAM 1-2. Bethune 1-2. Alcorn 1-2. Prairie View 1-3. Valley won a game. Who Valley beat? Pine Bluff is 0-3. Valley won a conference game. Watch out, man. Oh, wow. But at Jackson State and Southern, those female teams, I cannot wait to watch them play. But Texas Southern, they just as tough. And Jackson State, man, when they played Texas Southern, if I'm not mistaken, wait this thing. Yeah, that game is tomorrow. So tomorrow, I thought so. So tomorrow, like I said, look at Texas Southern YouTube channel. I told you how to click on there and go to the video and subscribe to it. And hopefully they put this game on live, because this is going to be a damn good game, in my opinion. And so that's the men's and women basketball schedule we got coming up. So, okay, Brother McCarr said Valley women handle Prairie View. Wow. Now, this is non-SWAC related, but I seen this and I laughed and I got mad at the same time. So hold on, let me get this video straight, because there's a little advertisement for it. Because I want you to see what's really going on. Ms. Whitney says she came by to say, just to say, belt the ass. Go ahead on, girl. Boy, y'all Jackson State fans don't play. Now, this, like I said, this video is non-SWAC related, but this is what's going on at PWIs that I'm like, man, you gotta be jiving. get this video showing and look. This and if we want to discuss it, we can talk about it. Let me get it ready.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott is threatening the president of Texas A&M University over claims the university broke the state's ban on diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. The threat came after a conservative activist shared a university email inviting staff and PhD students to attend a conference that only allowed people who are Black, Hispanic, or Native American to attend. Now, Abbott responded to the post saying he would not tolerate the behavior and that the situation will be fixed immediately or A&M's president, Mark Welsh, would be gone. The A&M email said the university's lawyer confirmed the conference complied with the state's DEI ban. This afternoon, Welsh shared a statement saying they will continue to honor the law and that the university doesn't support anything that excludes people based on race, religion, or gender.
Now, you just seen that. Now, what in the hell is going on where you got to have somebody that does not even attend your school come up and say some crap like that? The Texas A&M football and basketball team is what? 95% African American, probably more, a little less. Now they having some type of program, and what that lady did get wrong, it's not segregated. The meeting that they're having, it's towards Black, Hispanic, Latino, and all that other stuff. It never said that if you were not Black, Latino, Hispanic, that you couldn't come in. But this man is at the risk of losing his job. But some people will send their kids to Texas A&M where they do not want diversity, equity, and inclusion. So as an athlete, when they come to recruit your children, you need to show them videos like this, not to scare them, not to discourage them, because your child is going to go to school wherever you and your child decide for you to go. But just to let you know, this is what's going on. Texas A&M starting quarterback is Black. Their best basketball player is Black. The Louisiana's Gatorade Player of the Year, 2 years ago? Yeah. He goes to Texas A&M. He's a Black man, right out the ninth ward. So if you're not aware of what's going on with this DEI stuff, the governor has gotten involved over a message about having a meeting. Never said if you was not who the meeting was geared towards that you couldn't come in. So, hey, if anybody want to challenge or say something about that stuff, you're more than welcome to come in. But leave a comment or something, because I thought it was funny, then I got mad at the same time. They never talk about DEI during football or basketball season. Now, this guy, this conservative said, hey, I'm going to talk about it in a negative way. So what is that coach at the basketball coach saying right now? What's that coach at Texas A&M when he goes to recruit? If some parent was to watch my video and say, wait, look, man, you got people writing down there about the fire people for Black people and brown people getting together. Like I said, that email never said that only nobody else could come. These people hyping it up like that. So that's kind of like my question to people that would like to criticize historical Black colleges and universities. And you have this guy here send an email to the governor, and the governor, if you see it, he talking about hell no. Now the governor didn't say hell no when that coach went into that Black man's home or that Black woman's home to recruit their child to go play. What if I was to write an email and say, why are you only recruiting Black players? You ain't recruiting enough white players. Would that be wrong? Be like, you breaking your own DEI ban. So that's why I'm happy to be in the Swac, representing all 12 schools. Yeah, Valley need their ass whooped for trying to go up there and march for the son of a Klansman. But yeah, I'm there more for the students and the student athletes, not that band director. No, he done that stuff before. He begging Benny, and I'm pretty sure begging Benny got all his money. Now I'm not gonna sit there and buy a Valley band T-shirt. Now I ain't gonna do that. I'll buy a Sonic Boom T-shirt or Sound of Dynamite or a Marching 100s T-shirt. I'll rock that, but I won't be buying no Valley band T-shirt. No. And so get back to this old DI stuff. Hey, we gonna sit there and we gonna work it out. We gonna do our own stuff, and we gonna make this work. I'm telling you, this year in Swac basketball, yes, that out of conference schedule was horrible and miserable to me, but now these teams are coming along and they should have been playing each other. I'm not saying you got to play each other at the beginning of the basketball schedule, but you don't have to sit there and go to play a top 5 or a top 1 school. Not saying you can't beat them. Play you somebody that can get you a lot better than what you are now. And that makes sense to people, man. So if nobody else have anything, man, I appreciate y'all joining and coming in. I wasn't going to be long, but I will be back again Friday. And hopefully I can get some more highlights and videos. Like I said, man, shout out to the 1400 clubs and a lot of that. And brother Bakar said a lot of us will still send our youth to those Texas schools. That's why I say we have to stop supporting those schools. I agree with you. I'm getting to the point now, if these coaches are not saying anything, I don't care if it's Marcus Freeman. I don't care if it's Willie. If you're not going to speak out about this DEI stuff, don't. Deion Sanders, the 16 black coaches in D1, if you're not going to start speaking out, don't expect for me to support you when you're doing well or bad. And I mean that. That's just about how I am now because I'm sick of it. Out in the state of Alabama, the students had a protest telling them don't ban DEI. They banned it anyway. I know the football players or basketball players know about it because it was held on campus. Then it went down to the governor's mansion. I've yet to hear one of them players say anything about it. So that's why I don't really give a damn about a lot of them players. The school choice that they make. Them personally as an individual, hey, if I knew any of them, or they, like I say, don't be afraid to come on here and talk. But get back to the coaches. There's no way I'm coaching at a school and you don't allow diversity, equity, and inclusion. DEI is what helped make us where we are today, from the Freedom Riders and everywhere else. No SEC, Big 10, ACC, no Big 12. I got you. Like I said, it's time out for this stuff. When I seen that, I said, there's no way this man is going to lose his job over a meeting of students. And you got teachers sleeping with underage students and everything else at them colleges. Fraternity folks at them colleges drinking themselves to death. You worried about folks meeting, man. So, but it is what it is, man. I'm really confused about some of this stuff. But then again, I'm worried about that 12. We gonna sit there and we gonna work it out. And this Saturday, whatever game we gonna live stream. We gonna live stream. I don't have nothing to do this Saturday. And hell, ain't no damn bingo Saturday night at the VFW. So I'm gonna be up in here drinking with my few of my little friends. So we're gonna watch us some basketball and we're gonna try to put some on the grill before this cold weather come in. It's supposed to be another what is it? Arctic blast or whatever. So it is what it is. Hope you gonna dress warm. Cause I already got my fireplace gonna be going. But I thank y'all for watching. We've been on here just about an hour. That's pretty straight, man. But until then, man, I'll holler back at y'all Friday.